Hi, I'm Jim N4BFR. It's Saturday, the 8th of August, 2020. Here is your coronavirus update for Georgia for today. Let's get into the report, and thanks to the feedback to make this bigger, I'll work on the background at some point so we're not clobbering the background, but you get the idea. As far as tests go, looks like we had another catch-up day for tests like we did a couple of weeks ago. We had 45,000 tests. That is second highest that we have had. It also drove us over the 2 million test milestone. About 1.75 million of those are viral tests or PCR tests. Those are the tests that detect an active case of COVID-19. The other 250,000 or so are antibody tests. Those detect prior cases of COVID-19. Does somebody have the antibodies? Did they have it previously? The PCR tests, the viral tests, are the ones that we use to count the number of cases and the percent of cases. So if you had a case in the past, it does get put in to the Department of Public Health in a separate number, but the number of new cases you see are new active cases. And we are now at 4,423 today. That is up 700 from last week, and it is the fourth highest day on record. Obviously, this is one of the few times where we had more tests, so we had more cases, but typically we see the percentage of tests, the percentage of positive driven higher. 9.9 is one of the lower ones we've had, so it's still high. Above 10 is in the red, so we are right there, and it's a single day, so I wouldn't draw too many conclusions on that yet. Our 7-day average positive rate is 11.6%, so we are still up in the red right now as far as case growth goes. It was an unusually high day for deaths as well. 69 deaths was actually down 4 from last week. But we are now at an average, 7-day average of 52 deaths a day. So that is something that we are continuing to see the fallout from the spike in cases. And if trends hold true, Sunday and Monday will show low numbers. And that is because of the manual state of reporting as it comes to deaths. So let's watch for that as we go into the next couple of days. New hospitalizations are up slightly over average, but down week over week. And so we'll take that. And we also saw, we also saw the active beds drop down another 100 or so to 2878. So we expected that for the weekend. We'll take that. Monday or Tuesday, we will probably see that number start to head up again. If we are getting some headroom on how things are going, hopefully that number will stay below 3,000 when we start to see it grow back next week. So keep your fingers crossed on that one. There was not a CCU report today, so I do owe you yesterday's numbers. Adding a little item in here called trend. This just shows me in what direction day over day the percentage is going. You see trend is up for Oconee and for Athens. Those are two of the ones in red, so they are in red and getting worse. In fact, Oconee is out of CCU beds as of Friday. Again, I don't have the update for today, so we'll have to watch for that and update tomorrow. Athens Regional went up again, so read a story about a bunch of student cases that are going up there, so we'll want to keep an eye on that. We not only saw a decline in Atlanta Metro as far as use, we saw the number of beds go down a little bit, so they're taking some beds out of service there. Floyd Medical getting better. Tift Regional staying on par, and Kennestone getting slightly better at their CCU numbers. Finally, a quick view of the school chart. I added 3 new cases based on feedback from Reddit. Cedartown, South Effingham, and Greenbrier have all had cases. In South Effingham, looks like a lot of it is tied to the football team. I'm not surprised there because that's obviously close quarters, but we will keep our eyes on what other sports related ones we may see. And from what I read, high school football won't start till after Labor Day this year as far as actual competition. All scrimmages have been canceled. So we have a few weeks before we see them start to go off, another month or so on that. That is the main info for today. I'll go back to this one here. That's the main info for today. If you get a chance, I've seen it posted in a couple of different places already. There is an article in the Atlantic called America's Authoritarian Governor that talks about some of the decisions Governor Kemp has made during the pandemic and how they compare to others in society. Even some other more Republican governors who are requiring masks. One comparison was to Florida and the fact that even in Florida, they don't block states or municipalities from issuing their own mask orders. So it was pretty scathing, but I wasn't able to see anything in there from my reading of it that wasn't factual. Your mileage may vary, you may have a different opinion, but it's certainly worth reading and understanding kind of where we've been from March to now. So take a look at that. In the meantime, happy reading and hope you have a terrific Saturday evening. We will see you tomorrow with another coronavirus update for Georgia. I'm Jim. Adios.